EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Houston Oilers and the Toronto Huskies. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. From the gun, Knox. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Now back to throw. Rolling to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Caught on the slant. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Huskies have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Knox. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Knox. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
They'll look to throw again. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Oilers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Set to return it. Here's Turner.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Seven, our score after one.
They'll look to throw here.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
I'm going back to you. He's coming. We got double up. Kill.
He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On first down, Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Huskies have taken the lead.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Shifts past him at the 45. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down at 4.
Back to throw. Knox.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Knox. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Oilers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time, and that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. On first down, Knox. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down. So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done. To throw on second down, Knox. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Oilers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly. Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing, anything in particular? Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here. Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. They'll drop to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that. Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there. Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. Looking to throw on second down. Knox. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty. And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts? No. No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Knox. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Oilers have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point safely through, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive,
as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Let's go, defense. Our time, it's our time. Mustang 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Finding Gibson on a slant.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Hey, pick your game up.
They're going to look to throw. Finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
2nd and 11. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught. Reception by Holmes.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
He's checking. Crash. Kill. 25, check 25.
On On second down, it's Gibson. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Gibson again. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where the low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Huskies have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Knox. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Knox. He'll let this go for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Oilers have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Set to return it. Here's Turner. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? Here it's 3rd and 2.
Back to throw here.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Gibson on the read option.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 28, Mike 28. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
He'll look to throw. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Huskies are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. To throw on 3rd down. Knox flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Throwing on 1st down. Knox. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday. It's the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Houston Oilers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
First Super Bowl of the 30s. Super Bowl 64 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Knox. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And well, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
On 1st down, it's Sullivan, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Operating from the gun. Knox. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Oilers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Well, first, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guy.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield. So
the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now a man open down the middle of the field. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now it's Mahomes again. Dancing to his left. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So
from the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Looking to throw. Knox. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Oilers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more.
Do the analysis.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
64 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, Knox. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that's going to be... Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. And the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Oilers are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knox, flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw on 2nd down, Knox. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On 3rd down, Knox. This is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Oilers will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Knox. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to slither by. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Knox. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken at the 46. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar. Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Dances by at the 20. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Oilers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.